In real life, if you do everything for your child and never let them learn, then they're always going to be at your door. Whether it be the washing, whether it be budgeting, whether it be money, they're always there begging at the bowl, making sure that you do what they're supposed to do in their own lives. Since World War II, that's been pretty much the relationship when it comes to America and Europe. Europe expecting the big, lovely parent to bail them out whenever they want. Well, this petulant child is now chasing American taxpayers for their money, telling them that you have to pay their money, and also the leader of America that no matter what he wants, he has to do what he's told and stay in the war.
Donald Trump and JD Vance for allowing 67 missiles and 194 strike UAVs to hit us here in the Ukraine last night. I fully understand now that Russia only wants peace and that we are just misunderstanding what missiles killing civilians really means. So please sincerely accept my gratitude for everything that you, Mr. President and Vice President, are doing to make sure that Ukrainians continue to die, because that is the only way that we can secure peace, is that American businesses can't even open here because of the fear from, I don't know why, our peaceful, loving neighbour, Russia.
Again, the child blaming the parent for the child's downfall. The fact is that it's got nothing to do with America. I've said this before. It's not America's neighbour. It's our neighbour in Europe. It's the European states that should be doing something about this, not Trump. If Trump helps, if the American people decide they want to help us, then great, in reference to the war. But it has nothing to do with them. So why are you blaming Trump and America for the bombs that are hitting Ukrainians? Don't you want peace? Because as far as I'm aware, as the child, you want to continue the war because you hate Putin. Even though there's absolutely no chance whatsoever of the Ukrainians winning the war, you want to continue the war and you still want to blame the Americans, even though they have nothing to do with that war.
Time. You Europeans do not respect Americans. You can protest and say, no, we love America. No, you don't. We know you look down on us. You think you're better than us. And in some ways you are. You know, you work 35 hours a week. You have longer vacations. You've got this magnificent culture. We get it. But any relationship in which one side doesn't respect the other can't last. This thing where Ukraine comes to the White House and acts like it can tell us what we should do, that's not what the relationship is. This thing where somehow we're on the hook, including for countries that are not in NATO, that was never the deal. Ukraine is not part of NATO. We were never obligated to protect Ukraine. Maybe that was something that Europe wants to do. Great. Europe should go protect Ukraine. We have no NATO agreement with Ukraine. And this thing where then Zelensky then goes and quotes all these other European leaders, they're with me, not with the United States. Great. Go work together. We have 100,000 Americans being killed by the Chinese and Mexican fentanyl and methamphetamine mafias every year. Our kids are not learning to read. We have thousands of veterans with PTSD and are hurting. We have been at war in the Middle East for a quarter century. It's been 80 years since we bailed out Europe. You have your own militaries. You have your own nuclear weapons. I've been trying to be really indirect about this for years. I've been trying to be soft pedaling that you guys don't get it. Europeans do not get it. You guys think that this relationship is going to last forever. You think that because something's written down on a piece of paper, it's going to last forever. Americans have voted against this multiple times. It doesn't matter. This is not about what you think of Trump or like Trump. People on the left, on the right, they do not want to be in a nuclear war with Russia. How can we explain this to you? We do not want to continue to be in the Ukraine war. We want peace.
Has been that they won't ever tell us what the end goal is.
Nope.
Which I don't know how you go into a military operation without knowing what your ultimate goal is. But the other thing they won't do is they won't provide an accounting. The United States of America has given Ukraine over $200 billion. $200 billion.
Wow.
A lot of it is to protect their own border while ours is wide open. We are paying for their schools. We're paying for garbage collection. We're paying, giving raises to their parliament. We can't get an accounting. We cannot get accounting of where that money is going. You know what they recently announced? They don't know where it went.
Yeah, Zelensky said they only got 80 billion.
That's
Yeah,
a fact.
we don't know where the money went. Well, for goodness sakes, somebody ought to know where it went.